And now, WolfBytes Open Mic.
The Bass Jackers.
I just came home actually from tour.
Hey guys, this is Phoenix Paul.
Hey, what's up? This is Sean Frank.
WolfBytes DJs and your favorite artists.
Sophie Francis. Sophie, thanks for joining us today.
Hi, it's super nice to join you guys.
What's up, guys? This is Ahmed Van Buren.
Now, Open Mic.
All right, hey, WolfBytes Radio. It is DJ Flame along with SHAB and along with Miranda as well. Thanks so much for joining along today. We got so much to cover. So before we get any further, how are you doing today, SHAB?
I'm excellent. It's Friday, can't complain. Another day of chance of life. It's good to be here with you all.
Oh, thank you. How are you doing today, Miranda?
I'm doing good. It's hot over here, but I'm making it through the heat.
Same.
Well, it's a great day. It's a Friday, and we're going to go ahead and cool off just a little bit and talk more about EDM music. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Yes. To get us started, I wanted to ask you about your recently released track, Perfume. Could you tell us a bit about your creation process?
Sure. Basically, Perfume, what we do is, for this one, I worked with Bonnie, McKee, and Jarrad. They're both amazing singers themselves, and I felt like we did a set of 3 songs with them, and Perfume was the first one we released, and we have another one that's coming out end of August, but it was like being in a master class every day, and just being with these amazing songwriters, and they all won Grammys and things, so just being in a room and that energy is just so igniting and so incredible. And it was awesome. Like, it's the most amazing feeling in the world. And I think our inspiration usually comes from like real life experiences. Sometimes as a conversation, sometimes as a heartbreak, depending on what that looks like. Yeah. And we're just really excited about these new songs.
That's amazing.
Tell us more about the music video of the song, because I know the song came with the music video.
Yeah, the music video is Perfume is like really about that invisible energy that we leave behind. People may forget what you exactly said to them, but it's the energy that we carry through, and you pass by and someone is like, oh my God, your cologne or perfume smells so good. Again, not too overwhelming it. I always say just enough. You don't want to put too much. But for me, it's really about the confidence that you kind of like leave behind in the room. And I think I just wanted women to feel like when they watch the music video, they will feel like free and in their own skin, and they would take a little bit of that mystery of empowerment away for them, and it makes it look like, hey, you know what? You actually are the main character in your own movie. You can do anything you want, you just have to envision it and work hard and have fun while you're doing it. Don't take everything so seriously, enjoy life.
I love that. That's an amazing message to spread.
Thank you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think the music video was just really designed to feel glamorous, mysterious, empowering. And that's it.
Tell us more about your latest music and releases besides Perfume.
So basically, we have 2 more songs that we did. The next one that's coming out, it's called Best of All Time. And I'm sure you all heard the song. I keep forgetting. It's the remedy for anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Anxiety's watching me. So I was like, I need to make a song that's we have to find a remedy for anxiety now, And so, Best of All Time is that song. It's really for everyone. I feel like it's uplifting, has that disco, pop, Persian flair, Middle Eastern kind of beats as well, just like Perfume. And I think a lot of people are going to really love it. And that's coming out end of August. And I think the third song, it's more, she's worked with Katy Perry a lot, and all of Bonnie's hit songs with Katy Perry, it's like, they're all huge. And I think my third song, Catch Me If You Can, it has a hint of Katy Perry. And I think when people hear it, they're like, wait, did SHAB have a baby with Katy Perry? It has that feel to it. It's kind of like Imagine Dragon, like it's very, it's kind of like has that feel and makes you feel good energy. But yeah, we have these amazing 3 releases, and I also have worked with some EDM songs that we haven't even released yet, and those are really amazing too. So we are really busy. We have so many songs we haven't even released yet, so we're just trying to do like a month release at a time, just to kind of keep the excitement, the momentum going.
It's a good idea. Keep everything spread out, so everything's not at once, and it always builds like anticipation, which I know that's what I love about new music too. It's like you haven't heard an artist so long, you're ready for it, the next one comes out, Oh, here it is again. So you say Katy Perry, you have that Katy Perry feel to your songs. Was that intentional, or did that just like come about?
No, actually it wasn't, but she's written all of Katy Perry's hit songs. So, and I think the third song kind of has that Katy Perry feel because it's a little bit more, but when it comes out, you guys, you're like, yeah, I get it. But the second one is, it's like Dua Lipa and Kylie Minogue had a baby and they made Best of All Time. And that's my next single that's coming out, just kind of give you an idea.
What were your career-defining moments when establishing yourself within the music industry?
That's a really good question. I think when, as a refugee, when you think of like coming to another country and trying to learn the language and, it's a lot of hardship and coming with One Suitcase, and I just pursued my dream, and I just really wanted to give a message to people. Anything is possible. You can just put your mind into what you want to do and just keep going. And I think that's where we sometimes get lost, and we might not have the money or the resources or the people we know that's going to help us get there. Don't worry about that. Just focus on you and focus on your craft, and just keep building, keep moving. And I think courage comes when you believe in yourself and you have confidence, even if you just don't see the whole picture. It's just like faith. How does electricity work? We don't really see it, but we use the benefit for it, right? So I think that's just always been my motto. I mean, coming with One Suitcase and speaking no English, and I'm living the American dream, proudly an American, and Persian, just worldly. I just don't support the Persian women. I support the American women. I support Latinas. I support women all around the world, and men. It's not like we forget about our men, because they need us too. And
yes, we do.
I have fathers that I love. I have a son that I love, my husband, and I have male friends that I adore and admire and respect. So I think it is our humanly duty to just really give that energy back. And when you come in your authentic self, you let other people to be authentic in their own skin as well. And there's no comparison. It's just like enjoying, our talents and just amplifying that to make it even more amazing.
I loved your message about authenticity. That's something that I hope more people can relate to and take more into their daily lives. You kind of mentioned the One Suitcase. You have an album called One Suitcase. And what would you say you would want your audience to have taken away from that album of turning your life experiences into a music piece?
That's a good question. I think as a refugee, my journey has taught me that our greatest challenge can come from our greatest strength, right? And leaving Iran has changed my life forever. And it taught me gratitude, resilience, and never to take freedom for granted, because I've seen what not having freedom and a voice is like. So that's why I am so friggin' grateful. I wake up every day and I'll literally will kiss the ground. I'm like, don't talk about my lady America like that. I will protect her until the last, breath in me. But just really been incredibly proud to be Persian, proud to be American, proud to be a citizen of this world. And I think people sometimes call my story inspiring, but I always think of it like it's a countless, there's so many layers to, it's like an onion, right? You just keep peeling it, and then you just keep rediscovering yourself as a human, and hopefully evolving and letting go of the heaviness of the past. And I think One Suitcase really was about freedom, liberty, womanhood, love, because I found all of that. That album really shaped me and, to who I am. And I think now as an artist, I'm more fearless to kind of explore those Persian beats. It's something I have never heard before. I was like, you know what? I can just always just be on that radar, and if people are going to like it or not, I'm like, you know what, we're going to put it out and it's going to be a different beat. They will love it. And you just have to already think positive. And it's a positive message. It's something beautiful you're putting out, and, just trying to bring a little bit of extra joy and laughter in people's life, because the world can just be so heavy. But when you go inward, it's just so beautiful. You remember all those beautiful memories and the people that you love, the people that love you, and it just makes it so much more beautiful, because it's whenever I'm trying to search for the answers, I just go inward and I know that I'm loved and God is within all of us.
Would you say like all that, especially with your life story growing up, has like a major impact with you in songwriting and the creative process of your music?
Definitely. I think, when you doing music is just so healing for an artist. And also when you're putting your stuff out there, it's very vulnerable because you're sharing a part of you. And you're also like helping people because you never know how your song can change someone, or if it's one person, two people, and then it just spreads. And my message really is, I just want to bring the world together, and do something good for the children of the world. I feel like just carrying what Michael Jackson, and just sort of like carrying that legacy through, and doing my part, because I know as a child how difficult it was for me, and I know there's children suffering, and if I can just be a beacon of hope for them, and it's a selfless fame versus selfish fame. Because when God gives you that platform, I never did it because of fame. I never did it because of anything else. I think more than anything, I did it for community and connection. And that's what I really wanted, to make it big and just really get into the world, and inspire as many as people I can, and take them under my wing. At the end of the day, my ultimate dream job is to be a dream maker. The singing is great, but I just want to be able to give other people opportunity and just change their lives.
I've noticed that in your social media, you're always like inviting people to come check out your music sets and like get involved in the creation process. And that's amazing. Like you're definitely providing opportunities for people to take advantage and get their foot in the door too.
Absolutely. That's, I feel like when God blesses us, we should bless others. And always say, let my blessing bless others. And it's about changing lives and adding value. I don't want to just be like on the top. It's like lonely up there. And I'm like, I was never, and I'm like, let's go. All of us, the spaceship is going to come. I will come and take whoever wants to go with me,
I love that. That's so like remarkable of you.
Yeah.
I hope more artists can follow your suit.
Yeah, I just was really lucky and fortunate to, to be able to have my own record label. And my husband really just gave me the wings to be able to fly. He said, I can help you. I don't know anybody in the music industry. I mean, go out there and figure it out. And I was like, okay, but he's like, I'll support you in any other way you want, and I can. And he did. So I always say, behind every great man is a greater woman, and behind vice versa, right? And behind every great woman is a greater man. And I can't take credit. Like, I had people go to American Idols, or they do this, and hopefully not to sell your soul, God, for God's sake, sorry, God. But I didn't have to do that. I'm just in a really good disposition. So when God gave me this opportunity, I took it, and I said, you know what? I will change other people's life. And I think that was my thing. It's not the money. I'm very blessed, and I just want those blessings to carry through other people, and that's why I work so hard. I don't have to. We already have a charity here for homeless moms and children, so I do that. Philanthropy. I have my 2 kids that I'm very busy with, but I just love connection. I love connecting with people. I love community, and I just want to do my part in this scheme of the world, what's going on and that's happening, and spread a little bit of hope and positivity and beauty into it, and just we all shine together. Together we shine brighter, right? Like, look.
Right. It's gonna shine brighter, and it's how you can connect music and everything around in this world. It's a blessing, and it's really cool how you can impact others with just music. One of the artists I talked to before in the past, he did like martial arts, and he connected music with martial arts. And it's like, if you have music, if you have a talent, use that talent to go out in the public to make a message. And it is, so yeah, from like in the music industry, from what I've been telling, it's like it looks so hard to get into the music industry, to get, people to, request. But once you get yourself out there, it seems to like you'll eventually find that one person who makes you go up in that chart and makes you, wants to help you out.
100%. I think don't ever give up. And what you just said, it was so beautiful, whether we're connecting fashion to music, or education through music, or, technology through music that's actually helping humanity. Just everything is there for us. You just have to be balanced. You have to know what you have to do, because when you're balanced inside and you know what road you're taking, that's half the battle. And I think when God gives you a gift, don't ignore that gift, and you just, even if it just seems super impossible, just say, I can do this through the Holy Spirit, I can do it through God, because everything I have is because of God. There's nights, so many lonely nights. I mean, look, as an artist, you don't just grow, but even a beautiful flower is inside of you put it in the ground, and then it's so dark, but then the sun hits it and it starts growing. Everything is in life. Nature teaches us how things are possible. And, you just have to believe in yourself and don't take no for an answer. You almost have to be resistant and resilient, and just have to keep going after that dream, because when God is knocking on and he's putting something in your mind, there's a reason. Because I started in the shower, singing in front of a mirror, in the closet, in the car. I liked singing, and I didn't have the means. I didn't know how to get into it, but I was like, I'm going to do this. And so look where I am now. I mean, I started in the shower too,
So what milestones have you had from when you first started compared to now that you would like to point on?
The milestones, I think having my first album, then second album, and now we're working on the third album. Whenever we release an album, I'm like, oh my God, I'm out of material. But then I get more stuff. I'm like, oh gosh, okay, we can write about this and that, because an artist, you just keep getting inspired by your environment and the people in your life. And, but for sure, I think like having that, and also being part of a charity, which is Choose Love. And, of course, my husband and I both decided, he said, hey, what do you think about giving all the proceeds of your second album, One Suitcase, to the Refugee? It's a charitable organization. They help all over the world. It's called Choose Love. They're in a London-based office. And I just was like, no, I just want to be aligned with something. But that's first of many. And I want to do something. I want to maybe do my own, like Children of the World Fund, to help areas or places in the world that we need to build schools or whatever it needs to be done to help the kids. But that's the future milestone. And I think my other milestone is just I've done four world tours, and look, everybody has their own first tour that sucks, right? And it was not good. And I mean, I did the best I could, but I just never knew how to talk to the audience. I wanted to say so many things, but I just, sometimes just like don't know what to say. So I think as an artist, my milestone was like my fourth tour was probably one of the best tours I had. It was 18 shows in UK, and I performed 2 nights at O2, and Madonna was like there 4 nights before me. And I was just standing at that stage. I mean, there's pictures of Beyonce and Tina Turner and Madonna and Michael Jackson. I mean, I was just like, look at this girl coming to America with just a tiny suitcase, and I'm standing in the biggest arena, one of the biggest in the world, and with the most amazing, talented artist. And this little girl made it through, and she's here. So yeah, I think that is definitely a milestone. And my children are definitely another milestone, because a lot of people don't know about this about me, but I'm probably going to share it on social media, but I'm going to tell you guys first. I almost died, and I almost died about 10 years ago. And I had an ectopic pregnancy, and the baby literally was instant. So I had to have surgery, and I was in a hospital for 4 days. And my only worry was like, am I going to be able to have babies? Because I was already at age where it was either or not, So, and my life changed 180 degrees there. And I think, a lot of people don't know the hardships other people go through to get to where they are, and we just see the end result. But I always say everybody's fighting something. You don't know what that is. And just be a little kinder. And I think that's definitely, being alive is a milestone for me as well. So, but I'm really grateful to be here, and God gave me another chance of life. And I said, you know what? There's a reason he kept me. So I always say I do God work, and I work for God.
That's a huge amen on that, 100%. And it's a blessing, and it's touching, and thank you for sharing that for us. And we know that it's stuff that happens to us. It definitely shapes us. It's part of our personal story, and then that personal story just makes us who we are today, and we can like take what we have to help others going through the same shadow that they're going through.
Exactly.
And it's a huge inspiration.
Thank you. I appreciate that. 100%. I 100% agree with you. What happens in the past, you might feel like weak, or your body failed you, or something's happening, but it's a triumph of a story that we can tell to others to empower them and give them strength and say, you're not alone. That's the most beautiful thing to tell somebody. Like today I went to the grocery store and this older couple, they were so cute and they were like trying to ask me for address and I took my time and put the address in a navigation. They didn't even have a phone. They didn't even know how to use a navigation. I was like, you know what? There's a reason that I was there, that God sent me to them to help them, just help people as much as you can and just be kind. It's free. It's free to be kind,
Yes. Also, you mentioned your family, your husband, your children. What role would you say they like play in your life, and like how do they support you in your endeavors?
They keep me grounded. Look, as an artist, I'm not always easy. I'm not saying I'm just like all over the place. I get excited. I'm like, oh no, there's a like, SHAB, calm down. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. I need somebody to bring me back down to earth because I'm in the stars and the planets I'm playing over there. They're like, come down to earth, and they keep me balanced. They keep me grounded. They keep me excited and motivated and in love. I just see their little faces and I'm like, I know why I'm working so hard. And I see other little kids and I'm like, because I was one of those kids growing up in war and not having a real childhood. I mean, I didn't see my mom from 8 to 14. And the rest of my brothers and sisters, I went to boarding school in Germany because my mom was trying to give us a better life and we had no other choice. But like right now, my daughter is my age and I was just like, oh my God, I'm reliving my childhood through them and just getting those pieces back that I really lost throughout the years. And it's just, it fills my heart and it warms my heart. It's a blessing, and I'm so grateful to have them and my family, the rest of my family, that are here helping me to get to my goal as well. Because look, you can't do this alone. I have an amazing team behind me, and I never will take credit ever. And I am who I am because of my team. I'm really grateful to them.
I love that. So how often, I know you got family overseas, and do you plan it? Because I know next week, we recently heard that you're probably like going on a trip. Is that where you're heading to see family, or is that just more of doing some music tours, or?
Well, we were going to Turkey to meet some family from Iran because it's hard to go to Iran. We can't go there. I have not been back for, 20 years. But there's a lot of stuff going on, soccer tournaments. And so we had to maybe take a different trip, somewhere that's closer by. And so that's just going to be on the back burner right now. But for me, traveling is just really inspiring. And I love the beach. As long as I have a beach, even for 3-4 days, I'm fine. So I can just come back, tackle life, and back to the normal schedule for the kids' school. It's just like every day. So it's like it's different when you're a parent and then you're trying to be a rock star or a superstar at the same time. And it's a juggling thing, and you have to be like, okay, I'm just like mom right now, and then you have to be like, go and do the superstar thing, So it's just like knowing your balance and knowing what to do and not letting fame get to your head or letting your beauty get to your head. Because look, at the end of the day, there's someone that sings better than you, it's prettier than you, it's younger. It's not about that. It's about it's about sharing that love and not comparison, because comparison is a thief of joy, but rather unifying together and admiring each other's beauty. And I always say beauty is courage, beauty is kindness, beauty is resilience, and so but yeah, those are really important things to know.
I do want to mention a little bit on a couple of things. First one is your world tours. How was your experience with your world tours?
The world tours, look, it's like I say, the glamour, darlings. It's not glamorous. It's hard work, guys. Like it's a lot. I have so much respect for artists that have come before me that done this, and I was just like, oh my God, like you got to get on the bus, then you have your clothes, you have to wash them. And then when you get fresh clothes, you're like, thank you, God. Because you're home, you wash your clothes, you're like, yeah, it's clean. But then when you're touring, it's different when you're smelling like fresh laundry. It's the best feeling in the world. It's like Christmas, it's a lot of work. It's hard work. And, but it's really rewarding. It's really exciting to go to different cities and meet different people and just meeting my fans. Like I just love, I like thrive in, and I, in just meeting my fans and just talking to them and seeing where they are in their journey. And, maybe if I sang something on stage and there's just like, oh my God, whatever the story you just said, before you sang the song, I really connected to it. And I always like to tell kind of a little story to uplift before I go into the song, or I might say something funny, but I'm definitely getting better at just the stage presence and knowing to be comfortable in my skin, where I'm not be like, oh my God, they're gonna be like, this is cringe, It's like, that's just SHAB. Oh my God, it's uplifting people in the way that I speak or say something. They're like, oh my God, I remember SHAB said that last night. I felt it. That to me, I've done my job, and I'm like, I'm fulfilled.
People love impactful concerts. And do you ever like bring some of your kids or like your family on stage every now and then? I know a lot of artists likes to do that every now and then just to surprise the audience.
Yeah, I actually did. The Wanted tour. I just did. The Wanted. You guys. I mean, they're huge. Yeah. I opened a 8-city show for them, and they came to the Chicago one. And they literally ran upstairs to the stage, and it was like both hugged me on each side, and I was just like, "Oh my God!" Like, actually, we caught it on camera. It was so beautiful, and I don't know why we haven't posted that moment yet. But there's so many beautiful moments in between. And they look up to me. My son is like a big time soccer. He's like a little champ. He's. I mean, parents come and tell me he started playing when he was 4, and my daughter, she's 8, and she wants to be a singer like mommy. So, and I don't push her. I don't tell her. Like, she has a voice lesson and she didn't want to do it at summer. And I was like, don't worry about it. They played a piano, which I never got into playing an instrument. I was too busy trying to do the voice lessons and the choreography. It was just like one thing at a time, trying to learn the language and do this and that. So, but it is definitely a blessing. I love the fact they know how to play the piano. Maybe one day they can be on stage and they can play the piano and I can sing, we never know. But my son sometimes says, like, Mommy, when I'm 15, can I come on stage with you and can I play a song for you and you can sing with me? I thought it was really cute.
That is adorable. I noticed art has a big role in your life with your children, with your family. Also, I'm noticing in your background, these beautiful art pieces, you have a lovely style. What role would you say art plays in your daily life?
It's every day. I mean, I look at outside and I look at God's art, and that gives me strength every day. And I just fill myself up with the beautiful nature. And just, I think art can be, you can look at art and just, you can make anything of it, right? It's what you see with your own eyes. And I think, whether it's paintings, whether it's music, whether it's dancing, whether, it's cooking, it's just like the smell in the air, or whether it's gardening, and we have a little greenhouse that I have, I have my cilantro and basil and mint and, all those fun little things. And it's just nice to go in there, get the garnishes in for the food. And I love to cook too. We're big foodies, and we try to have a family gathering every night. We go out to dinner, specialty stuff that we don't cook at home. But I like the kids to see that family dynamics where there's always smells good in the house. They come, we pray before we eat. And it's very important for me to raise children that are that are grateful and appreciative and not little brats. But art is it's the beauty of art. Again, it's God's nature, is someone else's paintings or food, and depends on what that is. I think it's very important to humanity, and I think that's what keeps us going. And it's the freedom to express yourself in the way you want that makes you feel alive in your skin.
That's a great way to put it, especially in today's world. Everything around you, it's art, whether if it's visual, whether you hear it, whatever you do, it's art. It's all what makes a part of what we are today. And we just got to, take the time just to be proud of what we have, enjoy it and get to know more.
100%, smell the flowers. And I almost wanted to add, you said wake up and just smell the flowers and enjoy life, be in the moment. Look, we are so blessed out of all those, people that we are so blessed to, first of all, being in America. Second is to be alive, because we all know the game and how it happens. I mean, it's a rare between, for us to be born, it's oh my gosh, there's a reason that we're here. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody is important. Everybody is divine. Everybody is amazing. And that's how I see humans and people. And I try to always find something goodness in everybody, and not see their faults or things, but rather than their positivity and that's in them and something, the goodness inside of them.
It's very inspirational. And this interview, I'm sure, is inspirational to a lot of our listeners. It's definitely been inspirational to me, and it's just great to hear how, artists outside their lives, it's like you get it, in the music, you hear a lot about music, but then you just hear, more of like outside of music in their like own life and how they view things, and it just makes like a huge impact of like the true, like you can like when you listen to their songs, you're like, this is kind of where like the inspiration comes from, outside of that.
Thank you. I believe that, and you guys are both inspiring me. That's why I'm able to answer the questions the way you're asking really good questions, and I just really love helping young people thrive and just help them get elevated, and I never will say I am the best of anything, and I just love everyone. I treat everybody with love and respect. I don't care if the person is a CEO of a company or, working at a janitor. Like, I treat everybody the same way, with love and respect. And that's one of the things my husband, when he was kind of looking for his mate, because he had a lot of girls after him, and he was just like, I fell in love with you because you just don't care, and you not care like that. You not about money. You don't care about all these status things. You were just pure love. And he fell in love, what he said, with my heart. And he said, you treat me better than I have anybody on my path has treated. It's like my mom, like in a sense. Or it's just so really sweet when he said that. And he said, you're kind to people. You have a big heart, and that's why I fell in love with you. And I think that of myself, because I work really hard. I shadow work and all these things, and to try to be the best person I can be. And I have my off days and things, but I just pray and I just say, God, you got me. You got me through the last one. You can get me through this one too. Just talk to God. You're stuck, talk to God. You're upset, talk to God. You're sad, you're happy, talk to God. Or I say, if you're sad, dance. If you're happy, dance. If you're pissed off, dance. If you're anxious, dance. Like whatever, just dance through your feelings, and just put on the music and just start moving around, and then just for a second think, do you remember what you're upset about? And don't let people justify things. Don't let people like make you upset. Like don't give your power away. And if they're rude to you, just say, I'm sorry you feel that way. Bye. I'm not getting engaged in that conversation, and that's what I do. I mean, I have people were like rude to me or that would say something, and I'm just like, I didn't even do anything. And I just look at them, I'm like, God be with you. Take care of yourself. That's it. Like, I don't get engaged. Like, don't engage in those things, because it's a negative energies that they're just trying to pull you down. Like, try to stay in your light and in positivity. And it's okay to be upset in that feeling, but it's just a bad feeling. It's a bad moment, not a bad life, and sit with it and then give it attention and let it go. And that's always been the way I was able to cope with my own stuff in my life.
That's a good way to like keep in mind, especially it's just you don't want to be involved with it, just like saying nope, I don't want that. My coworker always says, don't bring that negative juju in this place. It's always just keep that away.
And you know what, listen, if you want your dream to come true, this is a secret, guys. Seriously, listen to me. Keep your energy in a high level, and it's like a vibration. Again, you're talking about electricity, but when you're in a high state of vibration, when your energy is just so good, when you're happy, that's when stuff starts happening for you. And then you have moments of doubt, but don't let it like take over you, and just say, no, I'm good. You can leave doubt. Tell them to leave. Those are just feelings. They're visitors. But just the secret is staying in the state of gratitude. If something is upsetting you, guess what? Just remember the 3 things you're grateful for. You're healthy, that's wealth, and you live in the best country in the world, whether you're here or somewhere else, it doesn't matter. You have people that love you, and you have breath in your body. So guess what? Tomorrow you wake up with fresh energy and you can be born again. Just say, you know what? It's clean slate. It's like you're a new person. So that's how I see life. Every day is a new day. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to learn today? What am I going to do today? Keep yourself busy with the things that you love, and stay away from things that gossip and things that are lower vibration and it's bringing your energy down. And take care of your body, move your body, and your body will always answer back. Your body always will tell you, and if something is good or bad.
That beat me to my question was what was your inspiration to those who are not only just into the music industry but anything else in their career? And that basically just answered my question right there.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, guys. I mean, you guys are still young, and still living, still so much learning. But if I can just give you the advice not to go through the things that I have learned, I'm like, you know what? The secret is really like just gratitude and love, authenticity, and people are like, oh, that's cringe, or she doesn't. I'm like, who cares? You know what? And I would say, like, it's not about being the best looking person in the room, the best looking gal or most handsome guy. It's like not about that. Right now, everybody wants to be authentic. Everybody wants that energy. Nobody cares about that stuff anymore. We get so lost in the image thing that we really forget that we are spirit masquerading in a human form. I mean, when we go deep in it, and when we ask the universe, just go outside and like look at the stars, look how beautiful it is. Talk to the stars and say, this is my dream, help me make it come true. I will do everything in my power. I'm not going to just sit on the couch and wait for someone to rescue me. I gotta do my voice lessons, I gotta do like my choreography, I gotta write a new song, and just go after it. Don't just sit around. Like, do the thing, like write it down. Don't get overwhelmed, just do one thing at a time. One day at a time, one breath at a time. I mean, Rome wasn't built overnight, and so just a baby takes 9 months. Like everything in nature, look, I mean, it's winter, then it's fall, then it's winter, then it's spring. It's like everything comes back to life. So even nature, when in doubt, look at nature and go into nature and just like empty your mind. There's so much distraction right now. It's like constant gratifications. I mean, even for me, I have to like put a timer on my social media because I was like on there. So I was like, okay, 45 minutes for all my apps. That's it. And once it's over, I'm not going to go anymore. So you have to protect your mind. Your energy is the biggest currency. It's worth more money in all the world. So protect yourself and, make sure you surround yourself with really good people that are just uplifting you and uplifting themselves. You uplift each other.
That's a great message right there, and I know it's a huge inspiration for all of our listeners. Now, where can our listeners follow you? If new listeners, they want to follow you and your music, what social media platforms do you have that they can follow you on?
Sure. I'm pretty much across all platforms, and to make it easy, like my IG is SHAB, SHAB, music, all together, official. So that's my Facebook, the same thing, Instagram, my Twitter, and I think my YouTube is SHAB music or SHAB. Yeah, I think it just says SHAB. But yeah, I'm on YouTube as well, and we have so many videos. I mean, I was just looking back. I started with like one video. My first video was a spell on me. It was in the desert. There was like 70 people there, and I walked in. I was like, oh my god, like it's a really cool video. And so it was during a pandemic. Unfortunately, didn't get a lot of eyes, but we did a remix of it with Fat Joe, and it's called Voodoo. And it's a really incredible video, and so many amazing dancers. And definitely, if you guys haven't watched those, and take a look, the videos are super dope.
I'll definitely
go check that out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. But Fat Joe was awesome, and I was always a big fan of him. And growing up, and I was like, you know what? Let's see if he would be interested. And he's like, her voice sounds like Madonna and young Madonna or something like. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a compliment. And he's an amazing guy. He made us laugh so much on the set. But yeah, just keep going. Don't stop. The moment you stop, the universe says your wishes might come in. But even if it's the small wins, celebrate. The big wins is like, okay, you got there. Now you got to keep up there. You can figure out how to stay up there. But this is the excitement, guys, gang. The excitement is like, this is, which one is going to happen, which song, how, it's like, just keep doing it. Keep doing what you love and just keep building the momentum, the excitement. The end result is going to come. It is what it is, but don't ever give up. Just keep going.
You're such an inspirational artist. The messages we've talked about are like, they're hitting me in the heart. Like, this is stuff I definitely needed to hear, and I will absolutely be spreading the message.
Thank you. That means so much, guys. Honestly, people like might look at an artist like, oh, this person has a good life or this person's figured out. Look, I am. Every day I'm like, I feel like I figured it out, but then I go to sleep, I wake up, I'm like, what was that again? I'm like, I gotta do it again. Oh man, I thought I had this connection with God. I was so close to him. I was about to find out the secrets of the universe. And then I wake up, I'm like, oh no. I wake up, I'm like, I forgot what it was. So I have to remember it. I have to do it all over again. And that's it. Wake up with the excitement, wake up with gratitude. And, the first thought is like, it makes your whole day. I mean, I have days too, but I just keep myself excited and like inspiring each other. Like just talking to you guys made my whole day. I was home all day with the kids. I didn't really see anybody, and so it's just nice to talk to like people and people that are just like uplifting and, being in the same industry. It's just so much fun to compare notes and the different musicalities and things like that. But you guys were a breath of fresh air, and I just really enjoyed talking with both of you, and I cannot wait for you to listen to Best of All Times, and that's coming out end of August. So definitely message Maverick and that I did mention it to you guys, and you guys want to love that song. That song, honestly, it's the remedy. I was trying to figure out remedy for anxiety, and we figured it out. You listen to it, it just makes you feel good. Even I know it's my song, but I was like, and I was just putting it on. I was like, gosh, this is like such a make good feel song, And the lyrics are just really fun and makes you feel like happy.
We love the happy songs, and we actually we are a radio station, but we're also based off the college campus as well. So our listeners are also college students, but we're also around the area in the Raleigh area as well. But we also do a lot of events when school starts back. We have like a Rec Fest is where we have like this big field of just recreational activities, food, games, and then WolfBytes is actually one of the main attractions because we have a lot of speakers surrounding the whole field blasting music. And August is like the time where we get all of our new tracks on air for everyone, so I can tell you it's definitely going to be on there for Rec Fest.
Tell me if you guys ever have an event or something. I would be more than happy to come meet some of these people, or maybe even do like a live couple song performance, something, with if there's opportunities, we have a plane, literally takes us like 3 hours to get there. So that's not a problem. I would be more than happy to do something fun like that with you guys, and maybe bring some SHAB swag and give some fun things away. And but yeah, keep me posted. I'm always up for a challenge.
We'll keep you posted. I'm sure our station manager will also stay in touch as well, and we'll also, anything we'll get, we'll always send you to our social media as well. Send them over just so everyone just enjoying your tracks here on our station. So
thank you so much, guys. You guys, again, such a breath of fresh air. I love seeing young folks like yourself, so put together, so elegant, so talented. Radio is just so amazing. I just love meeting people behind the face of, like, you can't see it, but it's nice to see you guys in face to face. And I'm really proud of both of you. And I wish you both the best in your careers. And if there's anything I can do down the road and for you guys, just know that Auntie SHAB sister is here. So, but I really enjoyed talking with both of you. You guys are exceptional young people.
Thank you so much.
We really do appreciate it. What can we expect from you this coming year? I know you mentioned a lot of new tracks, but is there anything else that we could expect from us that you could announce?
That's a good. Actually, I was trying to think of that question because we do have a few things happening, and one of the things that we're doing, we have a couple of tours that we are signing off on. And these could be really huge, and we're just waiting, and we're just building a bigger, better live show. And my shows are really gonna conspire in, like, it's motivational, it's inspiring, it's also entertaining. I think I just really wanted to do something that I haven't seen before in terms of like audience, getting the audience involved and just telling the stories and just really like touching their heart, not just with my music, but inspirational words or whatever it might be that's gonna really touch their hearts and just to heal one person at a time. And whatever that looks like, and some new songs, of course, that we're working on. And I'm headed back to LA at the end of the month, meaning July. We already have July, at the end of the month in August. And I was like, it's 31st. Okay, tomorrow. August, at the end of August, which is like tomorrow, to go to California. We're doing another music video. And that's for the one that I was talking to you about. This kind of like the Katy Perry feel, and Catch Me If You Can. And I'm really excited about that one. And so yeah, we have those things, and then waiting for some tour stuff, and I'm just going to blow this thing up. Let's go. I'm ready.
Well, we're all looking forward to all of that, and we'll definitely keep in touch, and we'll definitely stay in touch with Maverick as well. And anything that would come, we'll get that onto our station.
One more thing. So we call, I know people have Swifties and da-da-da. For me, is like SHAB Squad. So SHAB and then Squad together. And so for all my SHAB Squads out there, I can't wait to meet you in person. And just remember, beauty is courage, beauty is kindness, beauty is resilient, and you are the master of your own destiny. Keep thriving, keep believing, keep moving forward. You got this. I believe in you.
SHAB Squad, I like that. We're gonna make this thing right now. As soon as this airs on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna put it on the wall. We're gonna create this now.
Let's go out together.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting with us. And between your faith, your music, your family, your story, you are such an inspiration and a beautiful person.
Thank you. So are you. You guys are really incredible. Seriously, like you guys really make my day. I was just like bored all day. I was like doing my stuff, and I was with the kids, and I haven't really talked to adults. So it's nice to have, besides like the children, I'm like, we're talking like real conversation. Like I thrive in that, and I always love having intellectual conversations because we're always in our phones and like the technology. So it's just nice to be with human connection and having meaningful conversations. It's really touching our heart and uplifting us. And I thrive in that, and I love it. So.
It's always good to have like a good adult talk every now and then, just to explain, you know what, it's the end of the day, it's a Friday evening. Yeah. That's what we're missing right now.
And I was like, next time we can just like have a glass in our hand. Like take a sip of this wine, but
nice formal interview.
Exactly. But no, definitely I cannot wait to meet you guys in person, and the opportunity comes, we'll definitely come visit you guys out there, and hopefully I have some live shows or whatever. We'll figure it out. But there's a trip in my future. I want to give you guys both hugs.
Definitely. We'll definitely stay in touch, and the whole WolfBytes gang is really excited to meet you, as well as a lot of our listeners as well.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys made my day. Thank you so much. And thank you for supporting the record. It means a lot to me, a girl coming with One Suitcase to this. You guys are helping make my dream come true as well. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much, and everybody on WolfBytes Radio. This has been a very touching podcast, and I really hope that this made your day. And if you want to listen to more episodes, you can follow us on wherever you get your podcast at WolfBytes Radio or for WolfBytes Open Mic. It's DJ Flame along with Miranda. And you got any closing remarks, Miranda?
Just stay tuned, WolfBytes Radio. We have a bunch of stuff in store for you, and it's going to be an amazing year.
Woohoo!
Till next time.